Well, I've been up. Yeah, I've been up. I've been up. I've been up. Sunshine. I look fat. I do need to exercise more. I will say this. I think that probiotics, I think that the enzymes, I think they do help. They do matter. I think apple cider vinegar. My stomach seems to feel a little bit better this week. Last night I missed my spot. I overslept. It was a Wednesday night. I didn't even realize it was in the main room. I thought it was in the keep it clean. I thought it was in the original room. Anyway, so yeah, I was just wiped out. I podcasted in the afternoon, and did I get fired from what? From doing comedy? Way to go. So I can just check in and talk. Look, life goes on. My friend died. I can't believe it. But it happens. Life happens. But it's not good. It doesn't feel good. Your support feels good. Lens flare. I mean, and it's, how do I handle it? Do I joke about it? Will I eventually joke about it? Then you just think about the tragedy. He's a fireman, a captain. He travels the country, the world, saved up money with pension, retirement. He's 52. He basically had his whole, and he saved people. He was funny. I texted him, like every 10 days, 14 days. So what do I do? That one, it's hard. I haven't had it happen before. No what? Girlfriend, he was married before, no kids. But he was with this girl, I want to say maybe 3 years. Maybe 3. So we got that, but he was worked in the firehouse, Tempe fireman. He was a captain. I would go visit him in the firehouse. I went on a fire run. I'm not supposed to. About 9 months ago. I would go there. I'd stay at Frank's house. I could go there right now to Frank's house and get his keys. I could do that. I know where the keys are. I know what kind of car he drives, what kind of motorcycle. I've been to his room. I've looked at his back hair trimmer. I can't believe it. He'd make the bed for me. Bro, Palmo. Wow. It's a shocker. But, it's like it's life. Unfortunately, this is life. This is what humans go through. Drowned. He drowned swimming in Portugal. That's all I know. I don't know anything else about it. I don't know how it happened, what happened. Was he cliff diving? Did he have a heart attack? Who knows? But I just never, ever, ever thought that Frank would die in Portugal swimming on vacation at 50 years of age. It's just insane. 50. He was healthy. He was a fireman, rock climber, exercise. 20 years. I can't believe it. When I talk about Arizona, it's always like staying with Frank's. I had a free room. You heard me say I have free room. Go to Frank. Put my stuff in storage. Go with Frank. Sell sporting goods for dicks in Arizona. Remember I kept saying that? That's what I said. And what was I thinking? Frank's room. The guest room. I have the room. That was my plan. That was a card on my table. Who's to say that wasn't going to happen? I moved up to Seattle, right? I stayed with my aunt and uncle, and I found a place eventually. I came back here. I stayed with my sister. Who's to say that the next chapter of my life wouldn't be moving to Arizona and was going to live with Frank? That was the way the world's been going, the way my life had been going, but that alone. Brody, now you're making it about you. No. It's just like I've never had, this is like my dad dying, but maybe even like more. My dad, I wasn't completely, this is different. This is like a brother. This is a tough one. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. Look, it's like having I would say it's like a 20-year baseball teammate, 30-year baseball teammate. You knew each other through the minor leagues. He was, like that. But I'll be honest, like the guys, everyone grieves and everyone has their own, way to look at it. But I can't imagine what they're going through in the firehouse. Those guys, firemen, working together. He's been there for 20 years, a captain. So he didn't die in a fire, which would have been tragic. He didn't, I'm just saying, like, you just wouldn't expect it. You wouldn't say, because he wasn't a daredevil. He's a fireman, which is, you have to be like a superhero. He texted me, he says, I'm off to, because he was in New York City, he goes, I'm off to Portugal, and I'll see you when you get back. Frank, if you text him, he'll text you back. He's a good barometer for comedy. You send him a silly face, he'll laugh. And to be able to, he was a fireman, so he was around stuff, and it gave you, feedback. So anyway, throws me for a loop. And on top of that, my reality is I have to keep pushing. We're in a freaking crazy world now. So I've got that. This is what I've got to deal with. My own health, stomach issues, balding, body aching. But here's the deal. There's guys who live in their 90s. Buddy, who I met the other day, he's 93, and he's hanging in there. Then I met another guy at my mom's place who's, hey, Jerome, there he is.
Allowed to walk there?
Yeah, I'm allowed to. Okay. Right. Oh, you took a back route.
Dodgers to Arizona.
Dodgers, right?
That's right. Dodgers all the way.
You got to be positive, Jerome. So am I wasting time by going to Starbucks? Could I be home, pushing, doing more? Absolutely. Going hard to the grind? Then it might affect some other things. I don't know. You tell me. Have I made the wrong choice? Do I deserve everything I have? Have I screwed up? Do you get out of it what you put in? You tell me. No, going to Starbucks makes you happy. It doesn't make me unhappy. Nope, it's routine. Yeah, but I'm not making money on it. I'm doing social media. Do what makes you happy. Yes, no, yes, no, no. Yes, you deserve good things. Looks like people don't. Doesn't matter. Maybe Dice Guy will be there. I can't. Well, you know what? I got a Dice Guy hate tweet today, and it really threw me off, Haley, and I'm sorry. No, LA's not bad. I just can't believe. I'm telling you, these protests, the fist in the air, then you got the Vegas. It's like, guys, relax. But I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to be positive. Welcome to the New World Order. There you go. Let's just rip the president. Every comedian on Twitter. Look good. Rip the president. Way to help. Are you helping or are you hurting? I'm a radio guy. I'm a podcast guy. You know, I wear, you know, tight jeans and a baggy shirt. I cover up my tilted pelvis. That's what I need to do. I've just accepted it. I'm gonna be that guy. Just give me a dog and a place to sleep. Give me a dog. I'll cuddle with the dog. That's all I need. I'd love to have a girl give me a back scratch or a massage. And if I have to cuddle the dog, I'll do it. If Daisy is going to bridge the gap between relationships, then so be it. Wait, Brody, you're talking about bestiality as a rebound? No. I'm talking about cuddling with a dog to bridge the gap between romantic escapades. That's what I'm saying. If you want to call that bestiality, let your sick mind go there. All right? And it's none of your business what I do with Daisy. My mother saved her from the desert outside of Coachella after a Morrissey concert. Back the F up off me. You got it. So I'm angry right now. I've turned into an angry guy. These comedians have angered me. Caused me to snap. Whatever, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm fine. Oh yeah, I forgot. My friend is gone. My only stress, honestly, is a couple bucks. Yeah, like I said, I have an Amazon PayPal. For $8.18, you'll get a shout out. You can get a phone call. You can get a lot of stuff. I need to fund the operation. Everything goes back in to cashews, to nuts, to apple cider vinegar. You can help. I'm a voice. I've been accepted into the world of Hollywood, and then I can also. I mean, here's the deal. Vegas was a place I was considering to go. Like Vegas has got to be a place where you can hide from stuff, or like be out in the desert, not hide. And now you got this going on there. That was a reality check. So Vegas is tainted. Then Arizona. Oh, I'm going to go to Phoenix, live with my friend. He's gone. It's insane. But I have to keep pushing. So I have a futon in KC. That's good to know. Tom Green is setting up in Vegas. A bunker in Midwest is probably the best place at this point. Haley, you know what? Send me your information offline. See if we can make that happen. You know, I bring positive energy. I'm just looking for a place to sleep, a bathroom, and, you know, money for food. And you know I'm a good person. You've known me for a couple of years right now. I mean, in some states, we're considered common law married. That's how you've spent more time with me than you've spent with your spouse. And if you actually if we research our IP numbers and match them up, they go, yep, you spent 77 hours with Stephen Brody Stevens on the Periscope. We match it up. There is a little addendum in the tax constitution. You and Stephen Brody Stevens, the Prince of Periscope, are common law. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. And guess what? You're a girl. Tell Brody that he can be married to men too. And what is it, 29 states? So we're going to do some IP running. It's a new app. It's the IP app. It's common marriage app. We signed a deal with Ancestry.com. You'll do a swab. It's basically a swab of your IP address. But what do I know? I only the Comedy Store. 3 spots this week. I missed it last night. I only got major laughs at the roast battle, a show that I was at in the earlier stages before Jeff Ross was there. But what do I know? I get pushed aside in this frickin' town. You want to come at me? No, I'm good. Stay positive, guys. Stay positive. Push positive. Thank you for your support. Brody, you look like a retired MLB pitcher. I'll take that. I'm going into wisdom mode. You know, I've accepted the fact. I'm a wisdom. I'm like Yoda. I'm like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm a little bit like Stephen Hawking. Maybe Anthony Bourdain. I'm one of those guys. But I got to get a physical. I got to stay positive. Work is important. I'm going to be in Arizona next week for the All Things, actually later, couple weeks, for the All Things Comedy Festival. So I'll be doing shows and podcasts out in Arizona, Phoenix. Also, I will be at the Comedy Store Friday and Saturday. So tomorrow night, Comedy Store, closing out the main room. Friday and Saturday at the Comedy Store. I was there last night, but I overslept, and my friend, nobody was there anyway. People were bummed out. I did podcast yesterday. I will continue to podcast again if I'm trying to make some money. I'd love to do some podcasts for you. Not everybody's on Periscope. You know, you see what you get with me. Positive energy, good guy, honest, trustworthy. You've been around with me enough to understand that. So I do have an Amazon wish list. I do have a PayPal account. I need to sell my t-shirt too. These guys are probably in a band. All right, let me read some of your comments. I'm going to wrap it up. Got these stomach pains again, but I think it's my diet or something. All right, stay calm, guys. I'm in a good mood. Yes, I have Venmo. I'll give you all that information. I will hand over passwords. If you donate upwards of $20, you do get access to passwords. And that's pretty cool. You can actually go in and fiddle with my email preferences. That's what I give to people. You want inside access? I give you my passwords. And then if you want to go even further, we will unlock settings. There's different levels of password. I'll get you the basic one where you can post under my name. You can put sexual pictures and cursing and that sort of thing. But if you want to dig in and do more, then you have to pay a little more. It's kind of like, do you want to watch me text Zach? We can make that happen. That's probably an 18, or that might be a $10. So for $10, you can actually watch me text Zach. That's pretty cool. That's a good experience. So, but if you don't want that, well, Brody, why don't you do a Patreon account? I have started one. I just don't remember my Facebook password. I need to donate money to myself so I can learn my password. That's what I need to do. I need to support me, donate, get into the password platform, password club. Then if I donate a little more, then I can really get in the settings. Then I can access Facebook and then get the Patreon going. I think that's what I need to do. Also, I haven't looked at these super hearts. Do they mean something? Do I have like a piggy bank, a Periscope piggy bank that I need to empty into my Bank of America keep the change plan? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Reporting live from the San Fernando Valley. I've done what I can. I've pushed. See what happens. All I know, it's pretty crazy out there. But I'm going to stay positive, and as a community, let's work together. Reporting live. I mean, am I just supposed to ignore crisis actors? What the H is that? But maybe they're not. Maybe they're not crisis actors. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the guy did act alone. Who knows? What do you think? Let me wrap this up. But what do you think about the Vegas situation? I mean, read comments, I kind of see, but what do you guys think about Vegas? What's happening? Send kidney stones to Stephanie to make jewelry. That's funny. Maybe I do have kidney stones. Effed up. He worked with others. I think it's messed up. It's horrible. Did not act alone. It's way more complex than just a disgruntled guy, is my guess. Antifa, he had help. But why would multimillionaire do that? Hello. So it looks like you guys think he was a rich psycho. Okay, there's somebody who doesn't love you. He didn't have Buddhist, Judeo-Christian, Gemini values. Probably not. Yes, more complex. I think there was another shooter. So sad. That's what a lot of people think. I don't know. That's what a lot of people think. Green check mark. That's what a lot of people think. I think he didn't do it. Whoa. That's not what a lot... Well, you know what? Some people do think that. Some people think that somebody else did the shooting. I mean, maybe. Some people think that Patreon common law super... Yep, it's funny. Some people think that he was a gun... The new ones, he was a gun runner. He was involved in getting guns, I guess, to ISIS. We'll say ISIS. So he was getting guns to ISIS in Indonesia or the Philippines. So he's getting guns to ISIS. He's supporting ISIS. Why? Why would somebody support ISIS? Maybe they're down with... He's a gun runner. So he was a gun runner. It's hard to think. Let's say he was a gun runner. He's running guns. There's another nutcase around here. They want you to get rid of guns, but they're going to let homeless people violently roam the streets. F that. Well, then call the cops. Well, if this homeless guy comes, if this Brody, I'm just being honest. It's not normal behavior. What I tell you. Where'd he go? He's jaywalking. What'd I tell you? You see him around here? He is the son of a lady that goes into the Starbucks. She goes into Starbucks. She works on her computer. They live in a mobile home down the street. I see the kid going to the mobile home. He's got delusions. She lets him walk in the neighborhood, walking all over the place, picking up cigarette butts. He's not bothering people, but it's a little strange, it's a little unsettling. And then the mom stays in Starbucks. So what does that tell you? What am I guess I could just ignore it. Why bring it up? Does that stuff happen? They live in a mobile home. I see the mobile home. It's parked on Riverside Drive. So I see her come out of it, and I see him come out of it. I see her. She goes to Starbucks, and then he walks in the neighborhood like that, pacing around, delusions, talking, like you think like he could snap, like freak out. Who knows? But it's just unsettling. Now, is she a bad person? No. She just comes in there and works. She's like, what is she going to do? I guess. But she's not causing problems. She's just a daily Starbucker. Am I a good guy? Am I a bad guy? What should I do? Ignore it? This is what's happening. Life goes on. But I'm saying that shooting in Vegas wasn't normal. That shooting in Vegas is not life goes on. Something bigger will happen next week. That was during a big event. Not that shooting with in France at the Bataclan with Eagles of Death Metal. That was big also. I mean, what's the next one going to be? Is it going to be 1,000 people at a baseball game? And then you're going to go, can we stop? And they're going to go, who's doing it? So right now, who's doing it? This guy, to me, seems like his brother, at least, is a weirdo. His brother, to me, is a weirdo. It doesn't seem normal. So that's one thing. Seems like he is not what you would call a conservative type. Then you see photos of the brother, the actual killer, who's been at anti-Trump rallies. They're trying to make it. So here's the deal. He was angry. Whatever it was, he seemed to be angry. What made him angry? This the stuff that Antifa's into, a Trump rally, the stuff that the Hillary people are into, an anti-Trump rally. So that's on you. That's on that crew. That's on that crew. Don't try to make it. It doesn't make sense to me that they're trying to make it now, he was going to shoot at Lollapalooza. He rented. I mean, you would think that that's not where Trump people go. That's where open-minded people go. What? So does that take the narrative out of why did he shoot? He shot in Vegas because, and I'm not reading the comments right now, I'm just talking. He shot in Vegas at that festival because he knew it would be country fans who are conservative. Number one. Number two, big splash. Number three, there you go. Then they say, okay, he bought tickets for the hotel in Chicago. I don't know what that is. Now, is that who did he book that to say that I don't have anything, I don't care who I'm shooting? Did he book that to throw it off? Did the government book that? Did they anticipate? Wait, what is it? Then you have the $100,000 being sent. So some people think he was a gun runner, and then maybe the government knew about it. Maybe they want. I don't know. There's too many questions for me to go over on this Periscope. I am saying that the brother, at the very least, what I've seen from him, he doesn't seem like I'm not going to say pro-America. He's wearing a T-shirt that basically hires crisis actors. He's involved in that crisis actor George Soros world. There's something going on. Am I right? Did you see? Look at that. Complete anger. Complete anger. What do you think? The brother is wearing a shirt. The brother in Orlando is wearing a shirt. If you look at that shirt, it says like Orlando City for the Performing Arts. You go to that and it shows where they can hire a group of actors. So why is he involved with that? And that same lady, the one who hired the group of actors there, had something to do with the Pulse nightclub as well. People are doing their own journalism and they're finding out facts. That's what cell phones have done. That's what Twitter has done. That's what Facebook has done. That's what tweeting has done. Because now you got people who have a good heart, good, real people who care. They're not elitist. They care. They're boots on the ground. They're going, I'm not putting up with this. I'm going to leak information to Drudge Report or Alex Jones. And that's what's happening. So people are onto it. And then they go, well, they're onto us. Let's do a gun thing, take away the guns. Now they can be onto us, but who cares? People are going to go, no, we're not doing it. And then the police aren't down with it. America's not down with it. That's what I'm saying. At the core, America doesn't like this. They're not into it. And now that you have the old media, they're just trying to shut it down. It's textbook 101, how you see these people act who weren't raised properly. But I don't have a kid. I don't own a house. I don't have their same work ethic. So what do I know? Am I right? Am I wrong? Let's go in and get some coffee. SBS reporting live. I want to know where people said the girlfriend said he's going to die. He had too many guns. Well, he was a gun runner. I think it's going to take a while to unravel. You're so right. Black helicopter back. Yes, no, maybe, sometimes. You're right. Too many unanswered questions. Sounds like a helicopter. Be careful. Glad you enjoy my 77 hours with you. That's funny. They're all terrorists, but who the terrorists are is yet to be seen. Black Helicopters Matter, and Brody's buddies, Stage Terror. I think, I don't know. I think something was going on. There's something going on with ISIS. There's something going on with Antifa. There's something going on with the deep state, government. Something going on with that. That's my opinion. Am I right? Am I wrong? Something going off with Antifa, globalists, deep state, and ISIS. What do you think? ISIS? I think it's Antifa, ISIS, globalists, Antifa, ISIS, and globalists. So those are the three. Who is the four? Who is the four? Deep state? Okay, let me do it again. They took the flag down. What a bad thing. Okay, here we do it again. Who's involved with this? I'll tell you. Antifa, ISIS. Antifa, ISIS. Globalists, and deep state. Those four. Got it. Antifa, ISIS, he was just crossing the street a minute ago, remember? Now he's back. What's he doing? Walking, getting the steps. Does he ever meet Dice Guy? I wonder if he talks to Dice Guy. There's foot on chair guy. So we got foot on chair guy. We've got wandering delusional guy. Wandering delusional son of. It's just a lot. It's a lot to unravel. And you would also say that, Brody, who cares? I care. I care. NFL players are putting their fist in the air, cops are getting killed, and 500 people shot at a frickin' Jason Aldean concert. So I do care now. I do notice Dice Guy. I do notice delusional son living in a park guy. And also, this has nothing to do with it. Well, my friend died. That has nothing to do with it. But that throws me off. Looking at things differently. You know what's funny? People think I'm wandering. That's the funny part about it. They probably think I'm wandering. Well, maybe I am. But I also have a spot tonight at a hip room. I'm also at the Comedy Store tomorrow night and the night after. I'm also going to Arizona for a festival. I also do a podcast. I also do stuff for Baskets now. I also did stuff for Rick and Morty. Back off. I'm a good guy. You got it. Push. Apple cider vinegar and lens flares. Guaranteed laughs based off cadence alone. I was with everybody back in the J. Joey Diaz, Josh Wolf, Stephen Brody Stevens, Craig Gass, more others, Mitch Hepburn. But what do I know? What do I know? I only hang out with Eddie Vedder. Push, believe, spiritual, be honest. Be honest. Stop putting out the negative energy. You know, Kimmel's doing it. He's riling people up. Twitter's doing it. You're riling people up. Antifa, Islam, globalists, deep state. That's what we're against. And we're going to have to step up and beat them with positivity, with Hebrew, Buddhist, Judeo-Gemini instincts. Reporting live. We're reporting live from the bunker. And I have no choice to be here because I don't have a child. I don't have a dog. I don't have Arizona anymore as an option to live free. So I gotta frickin' wake up and do it for Frank. And do it Oh, man. If I think about it, I'll cry, so I'm not going to. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you later. Appreciate it. I do have an Amazon PayPal wish list. Frank was funny, so my dad was funny. I feel like they appreciate humor, but, it's such you just don't know what's on. What's your time, usually? You usually don't know how, usually. You don't know what's on the other side, maybe. It's really, and then you think about the sadness that you leave behind, but, you got to go through that and then think of the positives. Think of that person and, remember what they say. Frank was a fireman for 20 years, a captain. He would, take care of me. We were not romantic. We were not linked in any way like that. We were friends. It's funny that I have to go on record. Who am I, Mike Piazza? I have to go on record and go, no, I was not romantic with Frank. But yeah, very close to me, a friend, let me into the house, supported my comedy, texted me right before he went to Portugal from New York. He's gone. All right, guys, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. You hear people say, it's like, enjoy our time here on this planet, and Eddie Vedder was a great guy. And I mean, what do you expect? Everyone said he's a great guy. He was a great guy. Was I looking for him to be a bad guy? I don't know, maybe. Was I looking for dents in the armor of Eddie Vedder? Yeah, possibly. Were there any? Nope. Eddie was great. He really was. And then, so there are ways to, enjoy it. There is another way to be. Stay positive. Look at the positives. I'm going to stay positive. I'm not going to give in. My Wikipedia page is looking good. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. I have a show tonight in Hollywood, Comedy Store this weekend. I'll be in Arizona later this month. And then hopefully in November some shows. But until the money runs out, I'll be around. But after that, Brody, are you blackmailing us? Are you saying if you don't get money, you're gonna stop? And you're threatening. Because I'm picking up a threatening tone. Passive-aggressive threatening. Well, listen. I'm in the freaking middle of it. Who's periscoping under a tree? I am. I put the time in. I lived in Seattle. I lived in New York. I was a tour guide. I sold t-shirts. Look at me. You think that's normal? That's not normal? But I'm the bad guy. I'm supposed to feel guilty. I'm wrong. I'm racist. I'm taking advantage of them. I expect a hate tweet. I expect a screen grab and hate tweet because I just did that. All right, I'm getting coffee. I'll talk to you later. Thank you very much. Everything good. Reporting live, Stephen Brody. Stevens. Yes, let's do it. I want to pump up your sales staff. Pay me a couple bucks, fly me out, put me up in a nice little, boutique hotel, and I will show you the ways of being positive. I'll have a clipboard. I will show you the Google Street View, how I got into it. I'll show you a scene from The Hangover. I will act it out. Show you a scene from Due Date. I will act it out. I'll show you some comedy, do some crowd work, some pitching, some positive pushings, how I got to this point, how I got here on this very night. I'd like to. You see me with Eddie Vedder? You see me with Willie Mays? You see those photos? I can do that with you. I'm going to do that with you for $5. You get to be a Willie Mays type, and then you have fun. And then you go, Brody, host our show tonight. Okay, and then I'm good. Then I'm relaxed, and then I can really help out America. Are you begging? Yes, I am. I am begging. I've made mistakes in life. I've made mistakes. I haven't saved up. I've not invested. I've completely gone balls to the wall, and it's coming back to bite me. And now that we're in a disaster mode, I'm panicking, and now I'm going to go to the 99-cent store and buy 7 gallons of water because I goofed up. I made the mistakes. You know, yeah, I'm the Prince of Periscope. Woo! But I'm buying bottled water at 99-cent store. Was it worth it, Brody? Was it worth it? I don't know. Then I think about Frank, who had everything set up, enjoying life, pension, saving, working, bodybuilding, girlfriend, sex, had it all. And then he died drowned. I mean, it's throwing me off. For a myriad of reasons. One is a friend of mine. 2, like a close friend, intimate, non-gay, known me for 30 years. Craziness going on in Vegas. It was just a lot. It's a lot. What about your 1 million net worth? I don't have that at all. Does it say that somewhere? I don't have that at all. Maybe at one point it's gone through my hands and I goofed up. I have a disease. I have a disorder. I have a disease. I have a disorder. You can send me emails that help me out. I do have a couple great support. Yeah, 1 million pesos. Exactly. Join the mistake crowd. Yeah, it's an earth shaker. So sorry. Not having 1,000 pesos. Stock in Lenny and Larry. Treat yourself to a new fleshlight. Funny, but stay positive. Asperger's, 1 million euros. Maybe I'll book something. I don't know. Try dollar. I am professor. I am wisdom. I'm Yoda with a tilted pelvis. I'm Yoda with a hunch with a tilted pelvis. It's funny too. Check mark. What do you have? Gambling problem? No, I don't have a gambling problem. People forced pot on me. I was paying for a gym membership that I wasn't utilizing. And that's it. But I put everything back into my comedy. I never, you've seen a lot of my sets over the last couple of years. I've never tanked it. I give 110%. And you've seen it. Busting my ass for what? Chanting under a tree. Chanting under a tree, like Channing Tatum at a bus stop deli promoting that new movie Logan. Reporting live. I'm speaking well, I'll tell you that much. I think it's the 5-hour energy. I took 5-hour energy. That is what I do. If I podcast almost daily, will you PayPal me or two? I'll put out the energy as long as I have a place to sleep. If not, you'll see your life collapse at your feet. All I need is you to support my bad habits. All I need is you, and then I'll give you true. All I need is you, and I'm in a thing or two. I can help you get where you need to be. Holding that trophy, I can help you be what you want to be. I can guide you to see from the shining sea. Brody Stevens, he's just an all-around positive person, stat-based. You've seen the results. He said to Eddie Vedder, why not? He's asking you to say to him, Stephen Brody Stevens, why not? I will push. I will believe. I will invest in spread in apple cider vinegar. Let's take this country back. Like Rage Against the Machine. You got it. Push. Unity. He went Christian rock for a minute. God bless America, apple pie, and SBS broadcasting. I'm not crushing or anything, am I? Flat. I'm speaking well. Because I took apple cider vinegar in the morning. Yes, I did. I'm also not jerking my head around and tweaking my neck. I want to go for a hike eventually. I got to see how much money I have, see when I go broke. I better go on a hike. I feel like I want to go to Malibu or to Chatsworth and just be out in nature. But I'm too freaking lazy. I'm not lazy, but I also feel like I need to be doing this. This is more important. I'm drawn to doing this. The world's freaking upside down. The beach will always be there. Malibu Canyon and the set from MASH will always be there. Here, you never know what you're getting. Could you get Dice Guy? Could you get Foot on the Seat Guy? Could you get wandering son from a mobile home tweaker guy? What can you get here? Let me wrap it up. Should I feel good about this scope? Did I waste my time? Will it help me in life? Brody, is it true Kristen Leah doesn't tip? I don't know, but let's be positive. What are you going to do? Get me in trouble? It'll help me. Thumbs up. Yes, loved it. Feel good. Lift in hiking boots. Funny. Wandering son from mobile home tweaker guy. Good. Yes. Helping me helps you. Oh. Cubicle crew. Callback. Okay, I did it. We covered a lot in this scope. Yes, we did, Haley. All right, I'm going to wrap it up. I want to say thank you. You're marvelous. Thank you. You know what, Bonnie? I appreciate that. I'm trying my hardest to be a good guy, but I can only do so much. I can only do so much. I appreciate when you say I'm hilarious. It doesn't go by the wayside. I will screen grab every hilarious. Every LOL is documented. I do chart these. I do chart my scopes. Starbucks is like the WWE of tweaker. Bing, 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 bing. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Carry on my crossword, son. LAOLMAFO. Travel on my wayward son. You are a great guy. Take care, Brody. Ha ha ha. Welcome to Community Deja Vu Case. Positive pushing, respect the energy of the spirits. This whole Vegas thing threw me off. Frank was in Arizona, something in Vegas. I gotta stay strong. All right, welcome to the post scope. No, I'm kidding. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thank you. I'm thirsty.